Sorry, y'all. I had it set up, then it made me change the orientation. Let's hope that it does okay. Hi, friends. I'm here. Yeah, I just kind of want to talk about everything right quick. So, if you have a minute, that would be great. Let me see if there's anything else I need with this. Not really. Was that lighting on? Oh my gosh. Really, we don't need all the fancies. Okay, so yeah, you guys know it's been a minute. I don't usually have as much time to stream as I had before, but I really do try when I can to hop on. So that's why I'm streaming now. That's why you're seeing my face. And of course, I'm going to talk about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. I did make a video about it, but for whatever reason, it's taken a day and a half to upload and allow me to like finish creating it, which is interesting in itself. Of course, I don't, advocate for this kind of thing. Of course, I'm against this kind of thing, and that should be clear. Like, I know that many of you already know how I feel about this. I don't think it's okay. I hope you guys are doing well, though. I hope you're doing swell. I hope life is good. Um, can I make the live chat visible? I'm gonna try. Okay, we'll see. So, but yeah, guys, I do want to say that this is America, home of the first one's free, and it's rough. And while people are down here, playing patty cake with our lives, the people who are above us are clanking their glasses and kissing their bags of money. So don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that. So you're allowed to, vocalize your viewpoints. You're allowed to have different viewpoints. That's the beauty of it all, right? That's part of it. That's part of it. And I don't know how it happened and when it happened that people became so intense or extreme when it comes to politics, but there was a shift along the way, and now it feels like if you're not extremely left or extremely right, you're wrong, right? Us centrists are screwed. Those of us who believe right wing, left wing, same dang bird, we're screwed because we just don't fall into that extreme either way, right? Which, sorry, I never fit in a box, never gonna. It's not gonna happen. Just not. So, those of you who are like me, who are like, this is intense, right? Like, this is a bit intense. And if you don't agree with one side's views entirely, then you're done. Like, you're not enough, right? It's not enough. And that's a really toxic way to go about this, right? No wonder why people are feeling defeated. So I just hope that, people can take a moment to just have peace in their lives and allow a moment of peace for Charlie. Let's do that together. Ready? Thank you. And I also want to know, why does it take the alternate media sources like myself to tell you this ain't no lone wolf? Like, I cannot help but freaking scream it at the top of my lungs, y'all. This ain't no lone wolf. Who's been saying it? Me, your girl. Okay. Said it how many times? Go see my last video. I told you this is no lone wolf. I told you exactly who. I said this is a decentralized group of young radicals, right? Being radicalized, and they just said it on what Discord, on what Roblox, on what these apps. They're hiding in the dark corners of these apps, radicalizing our youth to do their dirty work. Are you not like disgusted? Are you not amazed? And just, I'm in awe, because this is horrible. Like, not only do people feel scared and desperate, but they are convincing these people to commit these heinous acts. And if you don't believe that there's a connection, you don't need to look any further than the continuous rhetoric that is written on these pew-pews, on the boomsticks. What are the patterns that repeat? Like, these are very simple things that we should be able to recognize, that I don't know how some people miss it. I really don't. It just boop right over their heads. But if they each have like this manifesto, if they each have the things written on the pew-pews, if it's a pattern that repeats, it should be pretty clear that yes, it is not a lone wolf. It is a group of people, whether it be decentralized or not, who are doing this. And we can say it, these are rituals. And it's disturbing. And I didn't watch the video of Charlie. I hope that you didn't either. Please don't seek it out. I heard it's really gruesome. Uh, Now that we're 5 minutes in, I will remind you, please hit the like, share, sub if you haven't already. It really does mean a lot. It's free. And yeah, why does it take alternate sources like myself or BJ Investigates to say, hey, it's clear who this is, and we need to do something about this now, not later, now, because it keeps happening. And if it keeps happening in the same way, it's almost as if it's freaking predictable. It's almost as if they should know. And I just want to thank others for acknowledging this for what it is, because that's what we need more of. I want to thank others for being so mature and clear minded about these things and calling it out simply and plainly so that there's no mistaking it. This is a death cult. They don't care for your or my life. They don't care for children. They just want doom and gloom up in their room so they can be a victim for the rest of their lives. Like, listen, y'all, don't drink the juice. You don't have to be a victim. Your whole life doesn't have to be spent victimizing yourself to the point where people use your mental unwellness to commit horrible acts. Like, be better then. That's all, it's very simple. Like, do better, be better. It shouldn't be that hard. It really shouldn't. I believe that these young people are being radicalized in these groups of extremists, and it is a death cult. You want to prove me wrong? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Do it. I would love that. I would love that, but it's not going to happen. Why? Because I'm right. Because I'm right. I've had friends from my childhood arguing with me. Daisy, how could you say, oh, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk? Don't you know what he believes in? Don't you know his views? Don't you know his values? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I heard them. And you know what? He has that freedom of speech. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And I'm gonna fight for his freedoms just as much as I would fight for yours, just as much as I would fight for my own. Just because he had a difference of opinion does not mean we need to silence him forever, because that is not how progress is made. That's not how we move forward. That's not how we heal. That's not how it's done, right? You can say, Charlie Kirk has some really messed up views. Yeah. Sure. Like, literally, yeah. Okay, what else? Like, what more do you want? Of course. Does that mean it was worth what happened to him? No. Nobody should lose their life, their very essence, in front of their loved ones for having values and morals. Like, what is this world? When did it become so extreme that there are creators out there like Hassan literally saying, somebody should just do it. Somebody should just do it. How about we just hold those people accountable that are saying, somebody should just do it? Because somebody did it, bro. Somebody done did it. And now what? Like, what do we do about this? What do we do about the behavior that their actions could have part in? What do we do about that? Because they said they found this dude on Discord, right? In the little groups, hiding in the corners of the darkness. It's a really, really mad world out there. And if you don't see it, listen, I'm doing my best to tell people and make them aware kindly, lovingly. I respect your views, your values, your morals, your beliefs. I'm all for that. We're allowed to have a difference of opinion. That's what makes America so great. But when you try and silence opposition, it shows weakness and it shows that you're scared. It's just a fact. It's just a fact, y'all. And now they're having a press conference coming out saying they got him. They got the guy, right? I genuinely do feel for the families. I feel for Charlie's families. I feel for this other dude's families, because they probably, honestly, I feel like some of these people in the family have no clue just how radical their child is, just how much their child has been affected by these radical death cults. They all keep getting caught, right? Just wait till you guys see my video I made on this, okay? I've been trying to upload it for a day and a half. It's so eloquently put. Like, I truly try my best to make sure that I cover all my bases, that I look at all sides. And if you're new, hi, I'm Daisy. Don't forget to like, sub, bell. But right wing, left wing, same dang bird to me, okay? Us centrists are screwed. We're screwed. We're screwed for wanting to walk the tightrope, for saying, you have good values over here, but there's also sick, dirty deeds that are happening. You have good values over here, but there's also sick, dirty deeds that are happening. I want change and reform from the top down, y'all. From the top down. That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't want a two-class system. I don't want that. I don't. Where It's just the haves or the have-nots. What is that? That's no life, right? I'm not gonna go into everything I spoke about in my video because I am still putting that out. It's still uploading. But I did want to make a point of discussing those like Hassan who say things like someone should just do it, because that type of talk, like, it's not appropriate. It's not okay. It's like a perpetual spoiled child in a way. Like, they just cannot argue because then they use weaponized stupidity, right? Like, that's the formula for them. Believe everything to the most extreme, to the point where you'll back the extremists, not be able to argue your point, and then blame it on your emotions and not be able to give any true facts or statements. And facts don't care, like, genuinely, sorry, but they don't care about your feelings. They don't. And that goes for me too. The facts don't care about my feelings. They don't. It just is what it is. So I wish that he would stop acting like an absolute mongoloid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna, I'll just tell you straight up. I don't want these creator mongoloids out here causing little more radicals. Like, it's not helping. It's not creating a better atmosphere. It's only making it more intense, right? It's as if there are contrived events happening. Listen close, because this part's important. Contrived events happening by a decentralized group of young radicals in a death cult. That's all fact at this point, okay? We can show that. And why would they want to poke the bear and encourage it and make it worse? But they do. But they do. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? I do hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, it's time for a change. Like, Twitch, it's time for a change. It's time to be better. It's time to do better. It's time to expect better of your biggest creators. Genuinely, your biggest streamers should not be out there saying that. Somebody should do it. Stop your Nepo baby, Gucci bag having, wonky style looking because it's stupidity. Like, shut up. For real. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Their insight only leads to more of this, only leads to more destruction. And I'm not even a fan of Charlie Kirk, and I can say all this. How? Because I believe that all life is sacred. Because I believe that people are allowed to have different viewpoints, and that's okay. But Daisy, he didn't love women. I don't care. I don't care. I don't need Charlie Kirk out there to love women. Okay? That's his life. He can choose what he chose. He don't like women, but he somehow found a wife and had 2 kids. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? It's almost as if we should look into it for ourselves. It's almost as if we should look at both sides and see that there is deception and corruption. And we really have to read between the lines to find the truth of the matter. The straight facts. No more feelings, okay? It's not helping, that's for sure. Feelings got us to this point. Feelings make people act in desperate ways, like that young person did. I think they're an adult. I'm pretty sure it said that they were an adult. If you know, let me know. And don't forget, like, sub bell. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, the land of the first woman's free, home of the trauma-built brave. We all have endured hardship. There's no denying that. At one point or another in our lives, it's what we do with that hardship. It's how we improve on our lives. It's how we move forward with grace and being humbled and understanding that a boomstick is not a toy. Okay? That person is not going to respawn. They don't get to come back. They don't get to start the game again. That wife lost her husband. Those children lost their father. And I don't understand how some people can literally party over that or praise that person for doing what they did. That's delusional. That is literal delusion. And that is a very dangerous place of sick mental health that I don't understand how people don't see it. I don't understand how they don't grasp that, wait, maybe this is too far. Maybe this is too much. Maybe I'm a bit too extreme. Check yourselves before you wreck yourselves. It's absolutely madness. And we are not each other's enemy. Like, I don't get this. Do they not realize how stupid that is? First of all, they keep outing themselves, right? So now you're caught. You keep outing yourselves. You can't hide. Now you're caught. Dumb. Also, we're not each other's enemy. Like, we are one. We are the have nots. Whether we like it or not, that's our place in this world, okay? Why would you go take the life of someone who's just trying to better the world, right? Trying to be able to give more of the have nots and make them more of the haves, right? Like, trying to distribute wealth amongst his family to create generational wealth so that they don't struggle. Like, why is that so bad? We should not be fighting one another. We should be listening to one another. And you cannot listen to someone who you silence through violence. Like, you do not improve, you do not move forward, you do not change the world by silencing opposition. You just don't. Like, that's not how we fix things, okay? And that is an emotional response. That is what that is. We are not each other's enemy. We do live in a two-class system. It's the haves and the have-nots, and we're the have-nots. And that just is what it is, right? The system needs to be revamped from the top down, right? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how people don't see it. Listen, I really do appreciate you guys for spending time with me today. I know that you could be doing something else, anywhere else, and I really do appreciate it. I love our country. I was in New York State when 9/11 happened. I was there. In New York State, do you know how scary that is? I remember exactly where I was. I was even made fun of because my mom came and got her children so that they would be together as this happened. It was horrifying. It was terrible. Our country has since descended into chaos in ways. We were told that trauma would create bonds, but really, it's only bringing together the worst of the worst to do the worst of the worst. We don't bond through trauma. We bond to overcome because we are one. And if you don't see that, if you don't get that, I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to change things. If my words could heal, could make a difference today, I would say it in an instant. I would. Every single day, I live for those that we lost. Every single day, I move forward with them in mind. Genuinely. I do. Because all life is sacred. No lives lost. And until we recognize that, until we really grasp all life is truly sacred, this chaos will continue. And it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. Things could change. Things could be different. I don't understand how some can just giggle and think it's funny. Pull up the video and laugh. Show their buddies. Like, that's Delulu. That's demented. It's not okay. You need help. Seek, like, try Jesus. Try prayer. Have you tried that? Just a thought. For people, they were just trying to watch the stream. But these trauma rituals keep finding their ways to being streamed, right? So those of you who are streaming, be careful. They love a good show, and they love to do it in front of everybody. They want to traumatize as many people as possible. They want you as messed up and scared as possible. Why? Because then you're weak. Then you're slow. Then you're unable to recognize when injustice is happening. And honey, it just happened. You're unable to see through the madness and how radicalized both sides have been. I'm so tired of the finger pointing. I truly am. I'm so tired of how heinous and radical politics in itself have gotten. Truly. People will be like, you believe this? Oh my gosh, don't ever talk to me again. I can't believe we ever spoke once, because of their political views. What? Do you know there was a time where, like, the left and the right got along? for the betterment, like the actual greater good of the people? Isn't that how it's meant to be? I'm confused. How are we supposed to go about this? You want us fighting each other forever? Is that how we fix things? No, it's not. And listen, I don't have all the answers. If I did, I would be at the White House fixing this ish right now. I promise you that. I promise you I would. But it certainly won't be fixed by these Marxist socialists with a Gucci bag having and Nepo babies. I just can't, y'all. I just can't. Parading around as a freaking wannabe socialist, like they actually care about all people, and they giggle as a man's life and his very essence is stolen in front of his wife. Gone, just like that. How wild is that? Can you guys even imagine? I can't. So, yeah, I was in study hall, when 9/11 occurred. I just remember them wheeling in the TV and showing us what was happening. And truly, how messed up is it that people are still questioning? Was this an authentic event? I mean, think of AI now, right? And I'm just questioning, just a what if, just hypotheticals. AI did exist then, right? Didn't it? Didn't it? And a building fell with no one around it in a very contained way, right? There's just a lot of questions around the whole circumstance. The only thing we can say for sure is that these people are scared. These people are desperate, and they are outing themselves. And they have been caught. This is not going to continue to happen. Y'all are going to get us freaking martial law. Like, whoever thinks that this is the right behavior, you will be the reason that the military needs to come into our cities. You will be the reason that people keep losing their lives for simply having a difference of opinion. You will be the reason that continue to radicalize our youth to do these heinous acts. And we don't want that. We want to rise above. We want change, actual change, right? And how does this create change? What do they think they're achieving? Other than he just blew his life away. Way to go, dude. Way to go, Tyler. I'll say your name. I'll say it. You just lost your whole life, bro. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Isn't it strange how all the pew pews say the same thing? Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird how they're trying to demonize like meme speak, like Discord meme speak? Isn't that strange? How they keep finding the same things written on the pew pews through all these events? For how long? Years now. Years, y'all, since church. Since Christ Church. Remember it said things? Honestly, poor PewDiePie as well. I feel so awful for him. I do. Being labeled as some extremist. And that's not even true. And yet people don't care. They won't do the 2 seconds of due diligence to actually look into it for themselves. What they have taught our youth and the masses is to screw critical thinking. Who needs it? Am I right? Let's all just follow the crowd. Maybe be the one to fight against the current. Maybe be the one to leave Astroworld before lives were lost. Maybe be the one to say, we don't have to live this way. We can do better. We don't have to do this. Like, people don't have to behave this way. We should be concerned for our youth and what they're doing right now. We really should. You think Roblox is bad? Give it another couple months. Just saying. They're making sure that we're aware. They're making sure that we see this event, this mass traumatization. I'm going to leave the rest of it for the video that I've made for you guys because, like I said, I don't want to go over every point, but what we do know is that, again, it had the same writing as all the other guns. It had, things like, hey, fascist, catch. Do you not realize you're the modern fascist, you freaking idiots? Like, how do they not see this? Do you know that, like, never mind. You know what? Far be it from me to have to freaking educate someone. How do they not see it? These spoiled, coddled babies. They don't even recognize that they are the modern fascist. But okay, cool, right? So they caught him. They caught the one who did this. But guess what? It ain't no lone wolf. And who told you that? It was me. 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 I said, this ain't no lone wolf. That's not what this is, right? And I was right. This is far more than brain rot or political brain rot. I mean, it is a part of it. Don't get me wrong. There's some absolute political brain rot here. Hey, Finn. You got something to say? Kitty's here. You want to say hi, Kitty? He's like, don't do the brain rot, okay? Be better then. Rise above. There was a reward for $100,000. And then a pastor and the father turned the person in. Did they get the money? I bet they did. He was like, yeah, take my son. He did it. Can I get that money? In large bills, please. I'm going to a club. That's what happened. And someone else recognized him. So, y'all, can you, please, for the love of all that's holy, you couldn't make it more obvious. I guess that's what they're going for, but, it's pretty clear. You're not doing a very good job. Let's say hi to Finny. Come here, baby. I always want people to show off their pets while they're, on, so I'm I have to do it. He's sleepy, so he's a little upset right now. He also doesn't like the loss of life. He doesn't approve. Finny is like, no, life is sacred. We need to care for one another. What happened to knowing your neighbors, y'all? Can you tell me your neighbor's name? Can you? I can. Just saying. You should know your neighbor. Make a friend. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to mention real quick. Because, y'all, I'm going to tell you what. Do not miss the video I made about this. Your girl, I worked really hard on it. No chat GPT used. Thank you very much. Just eloquent elegance and honesty and facts. How about that? Could you imagine? Holy cow. I want to leave it with this, and I hope that this gets out there in the ethers, that everybody feels it in their very heart and soul and being. You are loved. You are worthy, okay? And it is no one's role to play God. It is not up to you or me or anyone else to play God. It's just not. Or Buddha or whomever, Muhammad, whomever you believe in, right? And that's the beauty of America, is that you have that freedom to believe what you like and freedom of speech. And I know that a lot of people are going to turn this into a conversation about pew-pews. Can you please just not for one day? Please have some gosh darn respect and just not. Because, Daisy, let's limit the pew-pews. Okay, great. Cool, do it. It was one shot. That's what it took. One shot. So don't talk to me about mags. Don't talk to me about oh, we have to restrict blah, blah, blah. That's not the answer. That's not the answer. We need these rights to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. And if you truly believe that the government is that evil, then you might want to own one too, right? You just might want to own one too. But the thing is, I'm not saying Americans don't love to pop off. We do. We do. Americans love to pop off, but we should do so with respect that this is a protection. Anyone who is wielding something like that, they need to know the weight of the action that would take, right? It should be just for protection and safety and maybe shooting targets. And if you're not doing that, then you shouldn't have one. Plain and simple. You don't respect it. You're not using it for what it's for. You don't get one. You shouldn't get one, right? Also, happy September, which is sobriety awareness and everything. It's those recognizing those who have overcome, affliction. So congratulations to anybody who is sober, who has overcome, the disease of addiction. I am with you. I am so proud of you. I will praise you and pat you on the back till the day is done. People who have overcome such a disease never get the respect they deserve. People don't ever recognize how much work it takes. And people will be like, the bar's on the floor. Like, they're just operating as a normal human level. Yeah, they might be, but you didn't see the depths they had to crawl out of, okay? You haven't seen the valleys and the lows that these people existed through, the hardships that they went through. So anyone that is sober today and fighting for their sobriety, I'm right alongside you on the front lines, fighting for your sobriety, hoping that you can manage, sober with you, because being in the right state of mind, being present, is the most beautiful thing, right? It's the best DOC anyone can have, is sobriety. So I just wanted to acknowledge that as well. And again, if I could change the world with my words in a one sentence, I truly would. I think that the streamers, stars, and celebrities need to be held accountable for your rhetoric. I really do. I really do. I think you're stupid as hell for going around saying, somebody needs to do it. You really, really, really dumb as hell. Dumb as hell. And then when it happens, they're like, girl, girl. And don't ever shy away from coming to check me out. Yeah, guys, I truly, I do believe I was one of the first to say this is a decentralized group, a cult of terror, and blessed be the alternative media. Or else we wouldn't even know that, would we? No, we would think, lone wolf, lone wolf. This ain't no lone wolf, okay? And if there is a time where Jesus should return, good Lord, I do hope it's soon, y'all. I do hope it's soon. I really do. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I really hope that you have a beautiful day. Always take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Look out for that video I'm going to post. Like, share, sub, hit the bell. Finney's still being so cute right here, so I can't even help it. He says he loves you guys too, okay? Take care of yourselves and your families. And yeah, just know that silencing opposition is not the answer. That's not going to solve things. It's not going to fix our future. It's not going to change tomorrow. We have to be better than this. Americans need to want better than this. You must demand better than this for ourselves and everyone else, no matter what race, creed, or color. And I'm so tired of being like, Daisy, you're just a white woman with all this privilege. That's rude. I'm green, I'm Irish, and I'm offended that you can't see my color. Okay? I adore you all. Bye. Have a great day.